What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Trading Card Tyler here, and we are back with another video. A little different than any of the other ones I've ever done before. This is not a buyer POV, it's not an opening. This is actually my first PSA return on the channel. So I have this submission that I had sent out in December. It actually arrived on December 12th, and it was completed on February 21st. So a little over 2 months to get this back, but I do have them now and I'm excited to get into them. It's a little smaller of submission. It's only 11 cards. A lot of them came from my personal collection, so I don't really have the values of when I purchased them. But I probably will put up on the video just what the market price is now for them raw and then also graded. So we'll take a look at that. I won't be able to see, how much money I made. Also, this is during the huge boom in the market. So, even if I bought them way before, the price is just way more expensive now. So let's take a flashback to December when I was looking at the cards raw right before I sent them in, and we'll see what my guesses were on the grades, and then we'll take a look at the grades now.
All right, so the first card I am submitting is a Pokemon Center Snorlax from the 151 ETB. It does have, you're hard to see on here, but there is a couple print lines on the front. I'm hoping that doesn't deter anything. And then right here on the back, there is a little white dot on the bottom here, and another tiny one here. You can't even really see that one. So I'm hoping this one gets a 10, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got a 9. So I'll either, I don't know, what am I gonna guess? I'm gonna guess a 9. That's our first card we're submitting in, the Snorlax, which is awesome. Second card, we're gonna keep it Scarlet and Violet for now. I'm gonna submit this Gardevoir EX from Paldean Fates. Very beautiful card. I just picked this up from a show. This one should get a 10. I'd like to think. There's not really any whitening on it at all, but we will see. So I'm gonna go with a 10 for this one. Next, I am submitting this Mew EX from 151. When this set came out, I pulled 3 of these actually. I didn't pull too much else, but I pulled 3 of these Mews. But yeah, no whitening at all, maybe the tiniest little dot here. So I'm expecting this one to get a 10. Next, we have the Kingdra EX promo from the Shrouded Fable promo boxes. The Greninja one I had wasn't as clean, but I'm going to submit this Kingdra, as I believe this one is very clean and should get a 10, which would be cool. Alright, next I have this Origin Form Palkia V-Star from Crown Zenith. I actually pulled 2 of these on my times opening Crown Zenith, but this one is almost perfect, if not perfect. So definitely wanted to grade 1, and this is the one I'm going to grade. I believe this should get a 10. My next one here is the Gold Charizard from the Celebrations UPC, the Ultra Premium Collection. Honestly, I don't know how they grade these gold cards and what they're really looking for. There's like smudges on like the metallic part and all that kind of stuff. And once again, don't mind that little dot. There is a tiny dot right here at the top. You can kind of see it right there. That is on the card. So we will see how they grade this one. There also is maybe a slight little dent or a slight little black thing right here on the top of the card as well. But like I said, I don't know how they grade these, so even this is a 9 is, worth more than it raw. So I'm going to predict a 9 for this one and be very hopeful that it gets a 10, as that one goes for like 1,500. But we will see. I tried to do a little bit of research before and look at some of the cards on PSA's website. Some 10s to see, if there's any variance. But yeah, some of them had stuff, some of them didn't. All right, the next one here is Espeon and Deoxys. I picked up from a show recently. I thought it was very clean at the show, but looking at under light, there might be, like I said, it's tough to even see here. There might be something on the blue, on the border, a little tiny mark. So I'm gonna go. Besides that, it's very clean. A little white down there. I'm gonna go with a 9 for this one. And like I said, I don't know if I'm being too particular. I don't know if PSA is a little more lenient than I think. I haven't submitted too many cards. So next one is this Lucario GX from Hidden Fates. I had pulled this one as well. I have 2 of them, so I'm submitting 1. This one looks to be perfect, so I'm gonna guess a 10 on this Lucario. Another one we bought from a show recently, very clean, very clean. I don't see anything wrong with this one. I mean, looking at under some bright light, there might be a little something on the surface, but like I said, I don't know if I'm being too particular. I don't know if PSA really looks at that, because as you can see here, you can't see anything. But we will see. I'm gonna go with prediction on this one at 10. All right, next up we have this Machado and Machop tag team alternate art. I pulled this one myself from opening a booster box back a couple years ago. This one is very clean, centering looks very good, and I believe this should get a 10. And the last card of them all is the Mewtwo GX, the Mewtube. Picked this up at a show recently as well. If you watch my buyer POVs, you will see me pick this one up. Honestly, it looks very beautiful. I think the centering looks really good for a GX card. The only thing is, just like all these other ones, which is a common thing, there are some white marks, like almost like paint splatter on the bottom down here and also on the top. But I know you can still get a 10 with some of those paint splatters. So I'm gonna submit this one in because the corners on this look absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna go with the 10. Let's say I'm gonna go with the 10 on this one and be very hopeful. But yeah, so that was all of the cards that I am submitting in. So we will see what the returns are when those come back, and I'll have that coming up right now.
All right, let's take a look at some of these cards here. I actually do know the grades that they got, because they actually got upcharged, or my order got upcharged. So when they sent that out, it does show the grades. So I do know that. I was planning on doing a reveal for the video, but it didn't work out that way. But there was an upcharge, so that can mean one thing. And if you guys just saw the part right before this, you saw the cards that I sent in. Take a guess to see which card graded a 10, or who knows, graded higher than expected and is worth a lot now. But yeah, let's take a look. So these are in no particular order. I mean, I have 9s first and then 10s, or 9s and below and then 10s. So let's take a look at the first card here. So we have the Pokemon Center ETB stamped Snorlax. Got a 9. I think I gave it. I think I said it can get a 9 when I was looking at it raw, but took the chance because you never know with these ones. Sometimes I'll give them a 10. So yeah, we got a 9 on the Snorlax. We have, this one was a surprise for me, the tag team Mega Sableye and Tyranitar, the Rainbow. I honestly thought this one was a perfect card. I think I said there might have been something right on like the gem or around that. Honestly, this is like really perfect. Very surprised that this got a 9, but it is what it is, so we'll take it. All right, we got this gold Mew EX. Very surprised this one got a 9 as well. I sent this one in kind of because I was like, you know what, it looks really good, and I want to add a couple more cards to the collection, or to the submission. So I sent this in. I couldn't tell you why this got a 9. Centering looks really good to me, front and back, but I guess there was something wrong with it, so got a 9, unfortunately. All right, we got the tag team Machado and Machamp alternate art. Very surprised this one got a 9 too. I thought this one was a good 10 contender. This one is from the the Persa collection. Pulled this forever ago. So I got a 9, unfortunately. All right, another one here. We have the Espeon and Deoxys GX tag team promo. I think I said this one could possibly get a 9. I believe there was something on the corners. But once again, taking a shot, seeing if it would get a 10. It didn't work out for me this time, but maybe next time it will. So not too upset about that. And a lot of these cards have gone up a lot in price anyway from when I purchased them or just had them in the collection. So even 9s are pretty good for all these. So that's why I'm not that upset with the 9s. All right, here it is. We got the Mewtube GX. This one got a 9, and I'm honestly really glad because I thought this maybe had a chance to get below a 9. But it did get a 9. So I'm gonna guess either there was something on the corners, or if those little white splatters on the top and the bottom of the card here did have something to do with it not getting a 10. I mean, the card is pretty clean besides that, so it could have just been those white splatters that came printed on a lot of these that gave it a 9. But even the 9s are worth more than raw, so honestly can't go wrong with that. Very happy about this one. As well, would have been way more happy as a 10, but I'll definitely take this as a 9. All right, here our first 10 of the batch. Got the Origin Form Palkia V-Star. Thought this was a 10 and it got a 10, so I'm really happy about that. Love these gold cards from Crown Zenith, so very happy with this 10. We got the Lucario GX shiny from Hidden Fates, one of my favorite sets ever. If you guys see my recent buyer POVs, I'm buying a lot of Hidden Fates again, or just in general. So I love this. I love that I got this in a 10. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or if I'm gonna sell it, but definitely a really cool card, and I'm really glad that this got a 10. You know, perfect all around. All right, another one, the Gardevoir EX special illustration rare from Paldean Fates, the best card in Paldean Fates, of course. Gardevoir, one of my favorite Pokemon, one of the most beautiful Gardevoir cards as well. I'm really happy that it's got a 10. This is definitely going to stay in the collection. I'm not going to sell this one. Definitely going to keep this one. All right, we got 2 left. Boom, we got the Kingdra EX, the promo from the Shrouded Fable box in a 10. Another beautiful card. This, honestly, I really like the Kingdra even better than the Greninja. So I'm happy this got a 10. Very beautiful card. And I can't believe this was a promo card. It's the best card in Shrouded Fable if we count it as that. But very beautiful. So I'm really happy about that. And the final card here, if you guys can tell from looking at the back. And this might have been it. This might have been why we had the upcharge. Or maybe not. Let's take a look at this. 3, 2, 1. Boom. We got the Celebrations Charizard, the gold Charizard in a 10. This is the most expensive card I own now, and I can't believe this graded a 10. I thought this had a good chance of getting a 9. But like I said, a gold card. I don't really know how they grade them, what they're exactly looking for. So sent it in and it got the 10. This was the big upcharge. This is why I saw the grades beforehand. And I was hyped. I could not believe it. This is a very, very, very expensive card now. It's even more than when I said it in the preview right before this. You'll see the price on the screen, of course. This is very, very, very awesome. This is I'll never forget grading this card. This might be one of the priciest card I ever grade. So that was awesome. That made this submission a really, really, really good submission, because if you could tell, I got a lot of 9s. The 10 rate was not good, but I got a 10 on the one that mattered. So if you guys really like this card, and you guys are interested in buying it, I will be having it at my tables when I vend. So, you know, make sure you come through and check that out. And I think the pop on this is like 533, something around there. So this is just amazing. I cannot believe that this got a 10. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. The first PSA submission, or first PSA return of many. I did send out another submission, that little bit more cards than this one I just got back. I think it's like 14 to 16 cards, something like that. But I'm gonna keep sending more and more out, of course, as the more inventory I get in and the more cards I buy to send to get graded. So make sure you stay tuned for those returns. Also make sure you stay tuned for the next buyer POVs or whatever video I'm putting out next. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.